So the Pittsburgh Steelers have a golden opportunity on their hands, and the player I'm going to talk about is former undrafted rookie. I'm talking about Beanie Bishop, and he's a guy that just fought and fought and fought in camp for the starting nickel corner job. Guess what? The guy won it. Now he's going to have to fight for it again. So kind of looking at it from last year, the guy took 320 snaps from the nickel spot, and the kind of player he has the potential to become. In prime time last year, absolutely everybody saw it. And this bears mentioning again. I'm sure you guys remember it. It was in back-to-back primetime games against both New York teams, and that was in week 7 and 8. Beanie Bishop racked up 3 interceptions during that 2-game stretch, and interestingly enough, 2 of them came against Aaron Rodgers. And then the pick against the Giants that sealed a victory late in the fourth quarter. Just some really big-time plays last year, and he did it in the biggest regular season spotlights possible. And PFF, they showed him as giving up 37 total catches for 388 yards in coverage, and that's in 320 snaps from the nickel. So if you look at the overall numbers, not crazy impressive, but man, he has a nose for the ball. He can be a big play guy, and you're getting this performance from a guy who is an undrafted rookie. I mean, just a fantastic opportunity, not only for the Steelers, but it's a golden opportunity for him. He can go from humble beginnings to become the Steelers' starting slot corner. On the outside, those spots are going to be held down by Joey Porter Jr., of course, and newly signed Darius Slay. But if we're looking at Bishop continuing to improve, this is a pretty nice secondary, and I haven't introduced the channel. This is Sports Talk Steelers. You guys have joined me building a really young channel here. Really appreciate it, and I'm primarily a Bears guy. I'm here to give you an outsider's view on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and as I always say, Justin Fields brought me here, and my dislike, put it mildly, for Aaron Rodgers, that might keep me here. So like and subscribe. Love having you aboard. So let's kind of look at Bishop, right? If Bishop continues to improve, this is a pretty nice secondary, but he only started until the week 9 bye last year. So what happened? Why did that happen? It's because the Steelers ended up shifting to Cam Sutton after he served his 8-game suspension. And if you remember, Arnold's injury, that really cleared the way for him prior to the season in the preseason. And to finish the year, Beanie only ended up playing 42 more snaps from the slot. Now we're looking at lay of the land. Sutton, he's now a free agent. And Mathis, and man, why did I say Mathis? Man, we're looking at a huge opportunity for this guy. It's hard not to root for him. And here's what Mike Tomlin had to say specifically during league meetings that are underway. I thought he's made some plays, particularly if you look at the cut-ups. This is during the annual NFL league meetings that are underway. It was a good start for him, particularly being an undrafted guy the way that he was. It's reasonable to expect him to continue to grow and take off and be able to do some more things. So I'm excited about the upside of this guy, but certainly he's going to be faced with some competition challenges in terms of re-earning that role in 2025. But that's just the nature of this thing. And I think you're going to likely see the Steelers add a corner in this draft, but at his best, Beanie has already shown that he can straight up ball, and he's scrappy. But what does the word scrappy usually mean in NFL speak? It means he's usually undersized, right? And he also started out rough in week 1, and then he peaked just before Sutton took over. Tomlin saying he's still going to have to earn a spot, and I think the problem with him, I think the book on him, he has straight ahead speed, but he's got to increase his play speed. He's got to play more instinctually, and he's got to show that he's more comfortable in man coverage. He really, he really excelled in zone coverage, but he didn't really look settled in man coverage. But then you're looking at the way that he baited Aaron Rodgers in that Jets game on the first interception. You guys go back and watch the film. It really shows the type of player that Beanie can be. But the guy pretty consistently got beat in man coverage, and the team only felt comfortable with him at nickel predominantly and only. He literally didn't play hardly any snaps anywhere else. So that kind of shows where the team liked him, and also where the team possibly saw his limitations. So that's a result of inexperience without the instincts yet to make up for it. But I really love his playmaking ability. I say coach him up and see where he can take it, because the guy's really fast. If you remember, as an undrafted free agent, he ran a 4.39 at the Big 12 Pro Day. Great speed, great agility. The guy can run with pretty much any receiver. But once again, it's his play speed that's a little different. And game speed's a little different. But with his rookie year under his belt, that's going to improve. Coverage is going to improve in man as the game slows down a little bit for him as well. So kind of looking at the nicest indicator of him staying as a fixture in Pittsburgh. He's undersized, but his tackling, that's his strong suit, especially from an undersized guy. Just a huge feather in his cap, and he plays so tough in that aspect. He really goes for the legs. He doesn't bounce off guys. That's going to really keep him on this roster, especially with Mike Tomlin at the helm. And just really impressive as an undrafted dude out of West Virginia. What a nice pickup by this Steelers scouting staff. And the nickel job is actually his to lose right now. He might very well develop into a quality starter, starting from such humble beginnings in this league. Excuse me. The guy's just a really rare find and a guy that's easy to root for. And he's also in a great spot with the influence of Darius Slay. I mean, the young corners in Philly, they talked a ton. They couldn't say enough about how Darius Slay's presence wasn't just his presence on the field. It's how he mentored these guys, how he taught them about not only how this game should be played, but how they should approach it on a day-to-day basis as professionals. And also kind of lent a lot of conversation to how these guys should be as men off the football field. Just talked a ton about how he improved his game, how he improved their games and also their life outside of the field. And most notably, Cooper DeJean. he really latched onto Darius Slay. He had a great hand in how he developed during his rookie year, leading up to that big Super Bowl on his birthday, no less. How is that not a dream? And Darius Slay was a big part of that. Now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler for you guys, and his presence, I think it's only going to increase Beanie Bishop's chances for success. If you kind of look at this team overall, I think your secondary looks really solid. I actually think your offensive line is going to be solid. You've got two rookies that were, rookies. Plus you had Fatanu with the injury issues. Daniels is elsewhere, but I think this line is going to mesh together really well. And that's really the key to the offense, right? You've got some firepower now. You've got Mason Rudolph, who I think is going to be really solid. He can carry the water. He doesn't really move the needle as far as getting you over the hump. I don't think he's going to be an improvement over Russell Wilson. But then we have the prospect of possibly Aaron Rodgers coming to town for you guys. And he can tear apart a locker room. Kind of a tough place. He's holding you hostage. I feel bad about myself for even bringing up Aaron Rodgers in this video. But I really appreciate you guys. Enjoy this offseason. The draft cannot get here soon enough, and I will continue to be here with Pittsburgh Steelers news on the daily. So like and subscribe. Appreciate you. See ya.